everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing another VOD review. This is for Wooly. I'm just going to quickly read out kind of like what they've put. So it's a gold 4 match. I just wanted to preface by saying I know my main blue beam target should have been the soldier, but my cast was very friendly and was quite impressive. But I would also like to be a little bit more advice on blue beam targets. Anyways, I tried to take into account your advice with the GA cancels, and I think I did them? Question mark. Any help would be useful as I make many mistakes which end up in death. Awesome. I love it, Willie. I love how expressive you were as well in that little note. I love it. So I think obviously main things are obviously going to look at kind of like what mistakes we're making as well as blue beam targets. So first of all, I'm just going to obviously let you guys know as well. You can get your own VOD reviews. They for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They for 5k channel points. You win them completely for free by just watching the streams, and then you'll like slowly build it up basically. And then you can redeem them on Mondays when I do the VODs. So yeah, we have Lifeguard on as well. I do usually as well when I do these, I do like a little like skin review, I guess. We have Lifeguard. Lifeguard is personally one of my faves actually. I think Lifeguard is such a cute skin. I love how unique it is and stuff like that. And it's also quite a newish skin. So yeah, it's super cute. Now, obviously we're gonna be looking at main blue beam targets, okay? I just want to talk about your kind of comp in general just before we set off, okay? So Orisa, great to damage boost. Literally everyone in your team comp kind of say it's great to damage boost. Now, how I would do this personally is I would start off by blue beaming your soldier up until the cast comes a little bit closer in. The reason is because soldier works at a more of a longer range compared to cast. Like sure, like they both do damage at long and short range, right? But if we're talking about entering a team fight, soldier is going to get the most damage boost potential going into the team fight, and then when you get a little bit more closer and a bit more like brawly basically, then you can go in and like start damage boosting the cast for, like his nade and stuff like that, because obviously cast needs to be a little bit closer like to use his nade and everything. I know the cast is really nice and lovely, but make sure that, we're kind of evaluating as we're going along to see who is the better blue beam target. For example, say the cast is really nice, but it's not popping off compared to the soldier, then just keep on going with the soldier. Like, yes, the cast is so lovely, okay? But we have to also think, how am I going to get the most damage boost out, and how are we going to be able to just be the most effective? And obviously Honor as well. Honor is just, you know, really good to damage boost if anyone has, if the Honor has a better sight line, and then Orisa's really good as well if she's up close to someone and it's like pressuring someone. So we get going.
Stay on me.
So I would be, so you can already see already, right, how we should be pushed up with our soldier right now. I would be basically here with my soldier, and just honestly, you could play back, like you don't need to be with him. You could just honestly just play back. Start damage boost him for like some early like, you know, damage. If he hits a really good Helix rocket with your damage boost and then a few shots, he's already killed someone. It's pretty much like a team fight one for you guys, alright? So just make sure that we're just doing that at the beginning. Instead he's spinning around like a bit of a maniac. But it is what it is. Nice. Ooh, okay. Okay, nice. I do like your positioning there, I will say. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go back a bit. So, I like this. However, okay, so you see this orb, this, you know, this sojourn orb comes into you, okay? You either have to commit forward at this point, so just GA underneath the sojourn, right? Or you want to play a little bit further back over here and kind of like just stick it out with your Honor. Because what ends up happening is you end up kind of like panicking a little bit, and then you do end up stepping out of it, which is good, right? At this point, you should see that the Honor is currently like DPSing someone else, and the Honor's taking quite a bit of damage. Just make sure that you're kind of like flicking off just to go and try and help your Honor. Just try and keep her up. Like, yeah, sure, yeah, we should, you know, be damage boosting people. But we can see this Genji coming towards us and probably coming for our Honor. I like your decision making at this point, that you realize, oh yeah, like, you know, the Genji's fallen, so I need to go forward. Really nice decision making here to obviously, you know, go forward. And I do like this positioning. My only thing is, as you kind of like come up, destroy these barriers, because they're like really annoying to deal with basically. So first thing is obviously come up and like just melee these barriers. Second thing is, as you're coming up here, just check that obviously, for example, you have the sojourn up here, right? Honestly just be cautious, be checking around, just like, okay, is there anyone here? And then third thing is obviously just be careful of this Genji, because remember, this Genji is also going to be following back on you. He's gonna have a dash reset as well because he's just killed the Honor and stuff like that. So you just have to So I like how you wait up here. Let's keep on going. So nice heals on Orisa, because your solar heals. It's this GA I do not like from you now, okay? Because what you end up doing is you end up kind of like GAing, and then GAing yourself into LOS of where the Sojourn is, right? At this point, I would actually do a kind of like, because obviously, you know, you're still trying to help your soldier, but at the same time as well, remember, you still got your cast, you still got your arrestor and stuff like that. I would do this as a GA, and then what you could do is you can kind of like, so wait, you're up here, right? I would just stay up here, and then as soon as this Genji starts to pressure you, GA to your cast, because there's this lovely mega health pack here. So if Genji, because what will happen is Genji is like, rah, like, you know, he'll like coming after you, right? So what you could do is you could just do a nice like GA out. Always follow me. Okay, that's fine. I've got a health pack, and cast will obviously, you know, peel for you. And then you could just use the cast to get back out, okay? Because what ends up happening is you're doing like this weird GA. Obviously, you do end up back home, which is nice. We're being very tunnel vision right now. Yeah. Do you see how we're being really, really tunnel vision right now? Remember, like, it's a lot harder when you're solo supporting as Mercy, right? We need to be trying to look around at everybody, okay? Because yes, okay, we are trying to help out the soldier, but at the same time as well, we have the Sarissa who's currently, you know, taking main. We also have our cast as well. Our cast is okay right now, basically, but I would definitely be like, what's it called? We need to be kind of like, because I like how you're playing up here, don't get me wrong, but we need to be making sure that we're like still looking side to side to making sure all our team's okay, because unfortunately our honor has fallen, basically. I wish you could see the chat. Soldier was oh my gosh, really, I love it. Anyways, obviously, so we ended up backing out. Nice. I would make that more of a directional into here. Like, even if you have to, like, break the barriers and then walk around here. Because it would be so much more safer than you kind of, like, just GAing up to here and then walking past. Because you end up, obviously, walking into LOS of this Sojourn and stuff. So I would definitely GA up here. And then just, as you're doing so, break the barriers. And then just come around here. And then play around here because it'll be safer for you. We'll go see what you end up doing here. Good, just GA. Nice, lovely escape. My only thing is I think you made the wrong decision here. Okay, let's quickly rewind this because I feel as though we ended up going to the wrong beam target. All right. So we're here. We have just seen our soldier pick off the Sojourn, and he has a really good advantage. This cast is about to be focused by a Jungle Queen that's just going to walk onto him like this. You also have a Genji that's going to start slicing him up. And you also have the Moira. Who do you think we should try and stay with right now? I would stay with the soldier, right? And the reasoning for this is because there is going to be too much damage for this cast to stay up now. Because, what's it called? Obviously, he's going to have Jungle Queen, he's going to have Moira, he's going to have Genji on him, okay? Is this cast going to win this 1v3? No. It is actually better for you now if you just play slightly back like here, play with the soldier, and then what will happen is, obviously, soldier might get another pick, and then at that point, we can then start looking for a res, obviously, if the soldier ends up, like, distracting everyone, or we could just, like, completely just wipe everyone with the soldier. What ends up happening is you end up kind of going in to go and help this cast, when in reality, if you stayed with the soldier right now, soldier would be able to kill this Genji. Obviously, yes, cast dies, but there is nothing you could do about that just because people just essentially, like, just, you know, they're just going to walk onto him. So, stay back here, stay with the soldier, and then just, what's it called? Just, like, stay here, damage boost him, and then we can go back in a second to, like, clear up all these guys, basically, after they go and commit in on the cast. I like how you, like, escape, though. I love how, like, you wait a second. You realize you can't get to soldier. That is completely fine. Love this little escape, though. This is really, really cute. Obviously, like, through the little window and everything. Really, really nice. So we're going back to Ana. My only thing is once you kind of, like, got back here, be sure that you're repositioning yourself slightly, like, back here. Like, I would position myself either at the bus stop and then wait for my Orisa. Just because right now where you're stood is kind of, like, directly in LOS to this Genji. Because a lot of the time people will just, like, you know, for example, you know how this Genji was attacking the soldier, and you know, obviously the Genji has just killed the soldier. He's going to be coming either from this angle or main. Most likely going to be coming from the off angle. So just be sure that we're positioning ourselves ready for that already. Alright? But we keep going. Nice heals on Orisa onto Ana. Nice. And damage boost to Orisa. Very, very nice. Lovely. Nice little damage boost in here. Nice peel for Ana. Love that rotation there. It's fine if you don't make up. That could be a cancel GA, okay? This is, I love how, by the way, as well, how you're playing a little bit more, like, not stationary, but a little bit more, like, you're very kind of, like, thoughtful with where you position now, which is really, really great. Okay. This, however, you know, this like little J up, you could have just like stayed it here instead of like slingshotting yourself up to here. Loved your appeal for your honor though, that was really, really great. And then backing off, really, really nice. Nice. Obviously can't help Arissa, which is completely fine. Nice quick res, I like it. Can't do anything for him. That's just unfortunate, that's just what happens sometimes. Okay. I like this push forward, okay? So let's quickly rewind this, okay? I liked your very, very quick res using the, what's it called? Using the cover, really, really nice. He falls over, that's his fault, okay? You're giving him a second chance and he's completely blown it, okay? So that's it, that is, you know, is what it is. I love how you push forward then start damage boosting your cast and your honor, really, really great. My only thing with this, make sure you're not slingshot yourself forward into kind of like what I would call the enemy territory at this point, okay? Because right now what's happened is this soldier was kind of like contesting here. Obviously, you damage boosted the cast, which has made him run off, so he's going to be going up to here. Now, you do not know whether he's going to keep holding this angle or whether he's going to do what he's doing right now, which is run away. So actually, it is safer for you if you just literally just cancel your G8 and play on this side, because you know he's going to run away from this cast, he's going to be weak, and also he's lost his entire team, okay? So just kind of be really mindful of where that is and just kind of like wait here. Alright? Lovely damage boost though, I like it. I would push up with him here. But you could... You need to push up with Cass here. It is very, very safe for you to push up with Cass right now. You can literally just kind of like play here-ish and then just like jiggle peek like this, okay? Because right now what's happening is Cass is pushing up to seeing whether he can get an early pick off again. If he gets another early pick off again, this just snowballs. And as soon as like, and then what will happen is obviously people will keep on getting picks and stuff like that. So it'll just, you know, they'll never ever get like a good regroup unless if they, you know, they really stick together and decide to properly regroup, which, you know, in gold, it's not really going to happen too often. So you need to be, what's called, you need to be pushing up with your cast right now. And just, like, literally just play here, okay? Because then, oh, if he ends up falling, okay, that's fine. We could just GA back. And then just, like, you know, GA ourselves back to over here, basically, okay? We don't actually need to be kind of, what's it called, this far out. We don't need to be, what's it called? Because right now, like, yes, okay, it's good positioning, but we're playing too safe right now. We need to be pushing up a tiny bit more. All right? We'll keep going. Nice heals onto Cass. Play down here. Because right now, you flick yourself up into this high ground is obviously going to make you really vulnerable to this window, which we're just proving right now with like the Helix rocket and stuff like that. You never ever want to be stood up on this kind of like bus unless if everyone's like playing main basically. Because if you what's it called? If people like obviously in these like little alleyways or in this like little window kind of thing, they're just going to spam you out basically. There's a proper embarrassing moment where I snapped at the opposite soldier. He was one here, but my Kyrian Ryan stood there whilst... Okay. I'll have a look at it, Wooly, in a sec, when it gets to it, okay? Love how you're positioned right now, though. J forward to him. What's happening right now is your, what's it called? Your cast is, like, pushing forward right now to take this off angle and try and challenge these guys behind. Right now, your on is fine because she's got the Rhine and the soldier coming back, okay? You can just do a very nice GA. You can even look away and flick away like this and GA to your cast right now. Because what you could do is you could just hide. There's like this little indent in this this little like restaurant. Oh, it's a halal restaurant. Very nice. You could essentially just, what's it called? You could just kind of like chill in here and damage boost this cast. Allow the cast to take this off angle. If cast falls, okay, that's fine. You could just quickly jump back and then jump back around, okay? But right now, we should try to commit with our cast a tiny bit more right now. Because what ends up happening is we end up just hanging about in the LOS of the, what's it called? Of the little, like, window bit, and then we just end up dying because of it, okay? So I want you to try and commit with your cast a little bit more so far, Wooly. I want you to really kind of like think to yourself, okay, if my cast wants to push forward, I need to find a good safe spot that is slightly further back that I can also go and help them with. But we'll keep going. So we're waiting for our DPS, which is nice. I'd go with soldier at this point, or I'd even stay forward and just play with Kiri basically. So we could, what's it called? We could just damage boost. So you could literally just sit back here and just damage boost the Kiri, who could do like some nice like little spam damage in. Because right now, us waiting for this cast is not going to do anything for our team right now. Yeah, sure, you know, he's like lovely, don't get me wrong. But it's not going to do anything, okay? Nice heals. Like that rotation, that is fine. Nice Valk. I respect this Valk. But the thing is, I would actually just cancel the GA over here, basically. Because what you end up doing is you end up doing like the slingshot and then just slingshot yourself completely out into where we don't know where people are right now. Because, what's it called? You slingshot yourself all the way out here, basically, is just going to make you vulnerable to anybody that's still main right now. We don't know kind of like where they are. So, it would be better if you just simply just GA and then just cancel and just play here. Because remember, you're still in beam range here, but you also know that you're safe right now, okay? So just be kind of like a bit wary of that. Lovely push on this damage boost, though. I love it. Nice. Come on. Come on, you got him. Come on, you got him. You got him. Oh, dude, no, we had a chance to GA in. Okay, let's rewind this, okay? Because I think this is a little bit of aim, Wooly, I will be honest, but also we could have escaped here, okay? If we know our aim isn't bad, then look for the best next opportunity to leave the team fight and go and damage boost someone, okay? Let's talk about this. They just stood there. Yeah, they did, to be fair, a little bit. Okay, so nice heals, and I love how you stay out, okay? As you're doing this, I would ping the soldier. Love how you're chasing after him, though, okay? This is fine, you DPSing him. At this point, we can now GA, okay? Because you know at this point, okay, oh, my aim ain't the best. I need to, like, try and find a place to escape, basically. So I would GA yourself in the room with the Kiriko, and then you're going to be safe. Okay. So I would GA yourself into the room here. So then then you're out of the LOS. It then means that your Ryan and your Kiri can then, like, protect you for a second. Now, what ends up happening... I would, like, you know that you're 10 HP, right? Do you want to peek this soldier who's just put down a heal pad at 10 HP? No. Because you're just gonna fall over, you're just gonna die, okay? So, put your blue beam now onto the Kiriko, or blue beam someone else, you know, just so you're not peeking it. Because I feel as though, yes, they didn't help you, Wooly, like, as much as they probably should have. But at the same time, this is also kind of your fault for not realizing how weak you are in your HP. Because I feel as though it is kind of your fault that we end up peeking someone at 10 HP, okay? If you're at 10 HP, you play it safe. You wait for that passive support regen to kick in, and then we go and help. And we can do that by putting away our Glock for a second, damage boost the Kiri, and then bam. Okay? So what's happened is we end up peaking at 10 HP and then what's called at tunnel vision. Yeah, exactly. So I think, well, if we know our aim isn't too great, make sure that we're knowing an escape route once we've, you know, taken that slight challenge and stuff like that, okay? But with that, obviously we're heading back, which is completely fine. Don't know whether your team are going to win this. Obviously heading back to Kiri. Like how you just do a little, like, backwards GA out. At this point, just keep on walking back. Keep on walking back, and as you're doing so, try and find some cover. Just to check that, obviously, you know, some, like, you know, DPS and stuff won't, like, won't, like, end up picking you off. Nice rotation here. You can actually play a little bit inside the room as well if you want to. And as you're doing so, just be kind of, like, checking this angle. Like this, because obviously if you do end up seeing someone, then you can G yourself out kind of thing. But just as you're playing here, just make sure you're still checking this back angle. We don't need to rotate there. We're completely fine with our soldier. Okay. Nice picks from your team. My only pick is I don't like your positioning here. Let's quickly rewind it. So I like how obviously, you know, you get yourself out to your soldier. Right now, this is completely fine. I would just stick it out with your soldier here. Because what ends up happening is you end up leaving your... You end up basically, A, GAing across the entirety of the enemy team. But also, B, leaving your soldier when he's nearly below half HP, okay? Is there any reason for you to rotate right now? No. Are you still getting damage value? Yes. So, stay where you are. If you're safe, stay in that space, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to sit it out, play here. Then it means, oh yeah, I can heal my soldier. I can still, like, play back here. My soldier still has a really, really good angle. Or I can maybe, you know, flick the beam onto my cast if it starts pushing forward a little bit like this. Oh, the blade's here. Okay, that's fine. I'll just separate myself, and it'll have, obviously the Genji will have to choose between either going for me or going for someone else. Okay? Because then we could definitely help the soldier some more with this Genji blade and stuff like that. I feel as though with you saying, oh, this cast is really nice to me, we've ended up completely abandoning the main aim of the game, which is obviously, to get the picks and win, okay? Yes, it's always really nice to, to find lovely people playing this game and, being all friendly and everything. But at the same time, try not to let that stray from kind of like what the main goal of the game is. A really, really good example that I can give, it's completely opposite though. In a lot of my games, I get a lot of DPS that will like flame me or like say rude things to me. Does that mean that I'm not going to keep on enabling them because they're still doing quite a good job? No, I need to keep on enabling them just to get the, to win the game and be able to get it all over with as quickly as possible and then get out the lobby as well, right? It's kind of the exact same here, but in like a little bit of an opposite sense, right? Yes, they're being lovely to you and be sure to, to be lovely to back to them. But remember as well, we can, what's it called? We can still like help other people and still be able like to know who we need to help out at the same time. Don't just think, oh, this person was really lovely to me, so I have to make him, my entire world, okay? So I would still like play it out here. My other issue comes from you here as well is how you end up kind of like doing this vertical GA in front of everyone, okay? I think, because obviously what we've been doing is we end up committing with our cast, which is completely fine. However, if we want to commit with our cast and GA, we need to GA across into cover, either into this room or outside of the room, like over to here basically, because you doing this vertical super jump up like this is going to make you a real threat to people like, for example, this obviously this Moira, who will still be able to reach you within this range, as well as the soldier. Remember, soldiers hit scans, they will be able to really like mow you down if you do these vertical super jumps, all right? So we need to more of a sling into the room basically. But we'll keep going. So we've done to peel the back room, which is nice. Push forward with your cast now. Very, very nice. Make that a cancel GA. You know how we talked about the cancel GA last VOD? Perfect example, okay? If we just do a GA cancel here, it stops us once again being in that enemy LOS, but it also means we can still obviously help out the cast and blue beam him here, okay? Lovely though. This is a time where I would damage boost the soldier over the cast, because obviously the long ranges and stuff like that. Like how obviously, you get yourself into that little building and stuff. Just at the same time, just obviously be worried that your cast is pushed forward and stuff like that. Upon further inspection, did not do GA cancels. There's been a few times where you have, Wooly, definitely. But I think, once again, I feel as though it's something that we should still be like trying to improve upon, okay? Making sure that we're knowing. Love how you're using this little like section here with like this little building. I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, let's rewind it. So, first thing, remember Wooly, if we're safe, stay in that space, okay? Let's quickly go back, okay? What we can do here is we can do a nice little backwards GA basically, and then into here, because this is your safety. Right now, if you GAing yourself out to here, has made you a target to this soldier, to everyone else, because right now this is what I would call frontlining. Like, yes, you're not like stood where the tank would be like raw like this, but you are still really in front of your team where you shouldn't be, right? You actually fling yourself out here. Try if you can to just stay where you are and do a nice little backwards J in and out, okay? Because what's going to happen is your cast will just roll back. Remember, cast has got like the absolutely broken roll at the moment that does like 75% damage reduction or something really stupid for like one little like cartwheel they does basically. So you could just do a nice little like backwards J in and out here. Play here. So I kind of like, I'll play where I would be, okay? I'm going to put the camera. So I play here. You see how he's just rolled back? He's going to roll back as the team, okay? So we can, we can play here. Play here. Obviously, the visor ends up happening, and then obviously people end up getting rolled over. But it is still a better scenario for you to be here rather than you make yourself a target and being here. Now, I'm going to talk about the res super quick. I feel as though we could have resed instantaneously, because do you see how like you go for the res and you end up dying, but you end up taking a second to res it? Because you have nice cover and your soldier is just going to tunnel vision on whoever's like out in the open first of all. Him actually going to kill the cast gives you an opportunity to res the soldier, and then it completely wastes the rest of his visor, because obviously what will happen is soldier will obviously have to reload, and then because the soldier will be invulnerable for a second basically, and you're stood behind a wall like this, you essentially have once again a good couple of seconds up until like the visor's about to finish, and both of you guys are safe. This then makes this team fight a 5v4 and still really winnable for you guys, because obviously the soldier can then just like walk forward and then start using the Kitsune rush basically. So I would definitely, as soon as you see him die, go for this res straight away, because I feel as though you end up going for this res a little bit too late than what I would have liked. Obviously end up doing falling as well. I'll love to see what happens with the rest of this, because it has turned out quite even now. I would love it if your Kiri would actually stay with the team and heal them as well, but we'll keep going. I was hidden before I debated the res. You can see him running. Yeah, so Wooly, as soon as you see the soldier like die, go for that res, because you are in cover, right? And he's going to go for the cast first. So you know that you can use the cast as like a slight like time buffer barrier basically before you go for that res. I love it, Wooly. Anyways, I love how you're pressed up with your soldier again. This is what you should be doing every single team fight, is being pushed. Okay. Remember Kiri's with Brian? Our main aim is to damage boost our DPS. So go with soldier who's on this flank right now and just J yourself to go and help your soldier. Obviously he ends up rotating now, which is completely fine. Nice. Don't, yeah, nice. I would just once again just stay wherever your soldier's going. Nice. I don't realize positioning from you. Okay. I don't really know what's going on now, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, you end up winning it. To be honest, that whole team was a bit of a mess from everyone. I think just the same thing again, commit more with your DPS, okay? Right now I feel as though you're playing very safe and very kind of like passively at certain points. I think we can definitely get away with being with our DPS more. Like now, for example, we need to be with our cast a tiny bit sooner. Love where you're playing though, like I love how far away. Cancel GA. Well, as I say, it's cancel GA. You let your GA play out. Keep doing that. Really, really nice. Nice. Okay. My only thing, I love how you're playing with your cast right now, but we are what's called, we're playing on the wrong side, okay? I would rather you played either on the stairs or at the doorway. On the stairs would actually be better for you right now. So instead, because right now, let's have a look at angles, okay? Because if you're positioned on the stairs, there is nobody that can get to you unless if someone comes through that back door. So then you can, what's it called? You can just hug this wall. However, you positioning yourself out on this side is not only going to make you vulnerable to people that are still main, for example, the soldier, but it's also going to make you vulnerable to the people in the window. And also, it can very much lead you to being flanked upon from this angle, okay? Try whenever you're playing with someone to be one step ahead and think to yourself, okay, what about if this goes wrong? How can I escape, okay? So, what happens if this cast dies? You're just going to get walked onto on you, okay? So, but what about if you're over here? Oh, my cast dies. Okay, I can either use his body and slingshot myself through this door to be back with my team. I could also walk up the stairs and then meet them back main, okay? Try if you can, whenever you're playing with people, to give yourself the best opportunity to have different targets to be able to GA to if you need to, okay? We'll keep going. Nice. Keep walking. Very, very nice. Finally, oh, the other thing is I don't like this GA at the end, okay? I would, like, because what ends up happening is you end up kind of GA yourself out into the Rhine. The Rhine doesn't need help right now. The Rhine's fine. As soon as you kind of drop yourself down, think to yourself, okay, he's either going to chase me or he's going to be in this room. So actually, the best opportunity for you now is as soon as you drop down, stay where you are, okay? Stay where you are, then think to yourself, okay, can we, like, go and, like, help the soldier? Can we go and help the cast? Something like that, basically. Because right now, you GAing yourself once again into this Rhine is going to make you a target. Nice heals onto Kiri. Love how you're going around to the cover. Nice damage boost onto Kiri. Nice. Damage boost Kiri now. Very, very nice. Nice focus on the, what's called the Rhine Slam there. Really, really good. Nice damage boost as well at the end. Really, really nice, Wooly, I will say. I like, what's it called? I like your damage boost usage. Quick tip here. So, in case people don't know, by the way, the push robot, only pushes at one speed, and it's with whoever's on it. Like, so essentially, so you know, like with payloads and stuff, where like you could have a max of 3 people on it, and if you know more people are on it, the quicker it pushes. Push robot, doesn't matter how many people are on it, it pushes the exact same speed. So you really need one person on it. So right now, leave your Ryan to push this robot into like the checkpoints, and you push forward with your cast to try to get a pick off, okay? Because this push robot, no matter how many more people you have on it, it's not going to go any quicker, unfortunately. He's a slow man, okay? So I would actually spend this time, what's it called? Push it up with the cast, basically. The Ryan finished the match with under 9 kills. I mean, to be fair, like, if he's not an aggressive Ryan and he's just stood there, what's it called? Just, shielding people. My only thing, okay, because I'm sorry, I've been a bit distracted. I was talking about that, okay. So, obviously, I would be pushed up more. By being pushed up more, it means that you can play directly underneath this cast and play under here or play under here. Because what ends up happening is you end up kind of like panicking, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like they're not, what's it called, they're pushed up without me, okay? Because, you know, we haven't pushed up with them, okay? You end up kind of walking in, panicking, and then we just end up kind of walking back as we are, okay? Completely in LOS of this high ground. We never ever want to be looking at this high ground. We either want to be in this room and playing like the health packs and like jiggle peeking like this, or we play directly underneath them. We play under in this room, or we play under here, okay? So completely just block out the LOS. But keep going. So I kind of like want to see what you end up doing. Soldier gets taken out, that's completely not your fault. Assets are getting picked off as well, which is completely not your fault. I back out here. Okay. Remember our Kiriko's here. We can just GA to the Kiriko here and then do a slingshot up into the room or like through, what's it called? Through here. I feel as though like you want to do a reset, which is completely fine. But remember as well, you can always like try and find escape routes throughout the, what's it called? Throughout the time as well. But we keep going. Kiriko's staggering, which is unfortunate. If we also back out with Kiri, obviously it means that both of us could stay up a little bit longer. Nice heals. Why? I don't really understand the Valk here. Like, I feel as though it's, what's it called? I feel as though you've panicked because you've heard the, what's it called? The Doom ult, okay? Doom ult is extremely easy to avoid if you play split. What I mean by this is, for example, I would actually, for this entire opportunity, try to push up with your cast. Like, sure, maybe not commit entirely into the room with them because of where the rest of your team is positioned, but definitely keep on pushing forward, basically. So, you know, like, keep pushing forward. And then when you see the, what's it called? When you see the Doom ult coming down, get ready to, like, GA just as somewhat. Excuse me, because if you're playing all the way back here, you're playing split, and it means that the Doom now has to make a choice. He either has to land on you, or he has to land on the cast. Now, what's probably going to happen is, if you're playing split like this, it will go for the cast, which basically means you could just leave and obviously, you know, go back to the rest of your team. What you end up doing is you end up kind of like Valkyrie, and they're just like standing in the room doing nothing, okay? I don't really like this Valk, so try to not panic and click the Valk whenever you feel like there's going to be pressure, okay? Try to Valk with a reason. So Cassandra getting picked off. I've been looking to kind of like see what your soldier's doing right now. Where is he? Oh, he's here, okay. So I was expecting your soldier to take more of this off angle, but he didn't. I would just kind of like look to see where your soldier is at this point, because remember, your Ryan's completely fine. Leave the Ryan to do his own thing. You see how we end up kind of like letting our soldier die because we, what's it called? Because we go in with our Ryan right now. If Ryan's going in for a pin, unless if it's near you and stuff like that, you don't need to like touch him or like go to damage boost it, okay? Let him do his own like little thing, and you play back here with the soldier. Remember as well, he has a lot of HP, so he can just survive for absolutely ages. It was also, he's got a gigantic shield, okay? He is going to live forever, so all you have to do is just kind of like play back. Oh, soldier's got visor, okay, that's fine. I'll use my Valk and then come into here, basically. Just try to like, I feel as though your priorities are still like a little bit whack right now, okay? Like your position in here though. I would recommend maybe trying to get back out to go and help him a little bit more if you can. Here's a fall in. Nice getting your Glock out to reset as well. Nice getting your Glock out to reset. What? Teabagging you, that's horrible, man. Anyways, keep on going. Nice high noon. Try if we can, you know, just be like out of spawn like as quick as we can. Like I know we're probably like right into someone, but try if you can just try and get out of that spawn. Let's have a little bit quicker. Obviously, it's just the boring part of push, because I feel as though with like push and like a few others, you just end up like taking like such a long time to be able to walk around like to go on, what's it called? To go back to your team. And nobody's peeking you as well, which isn't that great. Same thing with the GA cancel. Just cancel your GA here, and then you can help these guys. Because what you end up doing like this little backwards GA to kind of like reposition yourself behind the cover. Do that already with the cancel GA, and then you already have like a GA already on cooldown. Love how your damage missing the Ryan swings here. Lovely. Go and help with that now. That is one of the few times I will say that you should go and try and help Orion, is when obviously when he slams people. Really, really nice going in, obviously, to, you know, to go and like follow up on the slam damage. Really, really nice. But then as soon as that's done, once again, return back to your DPS. Hey everyone, sorry, we just had to kind of like just welcome in a raid. But I will just be getting back straight into the VOD right now. So, at this point, this is the point where obviously I'll be kind of going back to our DPS, basically. Love how you're obviously committing in with your Sojourn right now. Once again, make this a cancel GA on the stairs, okay? You don't need to be slinging yourself kind of into the enemy team right now. We could just do this as a nice little cancel GA on the stairs and then just kind of like help out here. Obviously, Sojourn's losing. That's completely fine. Nice escape out though. Oh, okay. Just make sure that we're still, you know, we're being a little more cleaner with the movement. Like, I like the idea of you obviously, you know, trying to escape out to get back to your team right now. But we end up kind of like angling our camera wrong, so we don't end up doing a nice little like fluid one through. Things that will really help with that is if you do like some more Mercy parkours. I know there's a really good one for new queens that obviously send you through them windows and stuff like that. So you can definitely like work on that a tiny bit more. Nice buys. If someone needs to touch this point though, which I hope they will. Okay, good. I was having like a slight little heart attack here. They were like, what's it called? They were gonna, what's it called? Not touch the point. Anyway, so obviously we're heading back to the team now. Unfortunately, there was just nobody for you to GA to. Like, I know you're like, what's it called? I know you're trying to like rush to get back and stuff like that. And I love how you said also, you know, tell people to group up. Just unfortunately, nobody listens to that, which is just unfortunate. And I feel as though everyone's gonna lose this. Okay, so I'm gonna be very, very honest to you, Wooly, right now. This is oh, sorry, I've already gone off it. This is completely not your fault that you've lost this, can I just say? I feel as though you were actually one of the best people on this team, okay, Wooly? I love how much you've improved from last game. I love how you're still trying to implement those cancel GAs. Definitely still try to do that a little bit more, okay? I want to see you, if you can get away with not doing a slingshot, I want you to do that, okay? Because it'll really help you reduce down that GA cooldown, which means you'll have it ready for people like, for example, the Doomfist that might try and dive you, okay? So that's my first thing. Secondly, Wooly, is your main blue beam target, okay? I feel as though we're playing very passive and very safe, and we're not trusting, what's it called? We're not trusting our DPS some more, basically. I want you now to basically try and put your trust a little bit more in these DPS and be pushing up with them after these team fights have finished, just so they can maybe might be able, you know, to get a nice pick in, or they get some more ult charge and stuff like that. Because right now there's a lot of times where you finish the team fight and then you're not helping either clear up staggers or you're not helping kind of push forward some more, okay? So what I want you to do is, as soon as you see your team fight finish and you see it, for example, your cast push forward, go with him, go forward. And then the next thing is obviously, I feel so there's a lot of times where you're defaulting just to be with your Ryan, okay? I want you instead to kind of think to yourself, okay, I need to default to whoever my main blue beam target is. Which in this case, it can be Cass, it can be Soldier, whichever one's performing more, you know, better, I guess. So just kind of think to yourself, okay, how can I go back to my DPS rather than going back to your Ryan? Kiri is there to help Ryan. Unfortunately, I don't think your Kiri is too great that much, let's just say that. But still, same time, just make sure that we're still trying to default ourselves to our DPS instead, okay? I think, obviously, we didn't have that really dodgy Valk, but we talked about that, so that was alright. But I think main thing, Wooly, I want you to do is I want you to be pushing forward a little bit more with them DPS, really trusting them, and making sure as well, while you're pushing forward, that you know that you have an escape route as well to get out, okay? Make sure you're playing kind of like what I would call one step back, which is essentially, if you know where the cast might go to after he's finished peeking, be there, and then when he obviously finishes peeking there, then you rotate back one step as well. So you're essentially just playing back one step of where he would play. So you're making sure that you're in that cover. But apart from that, Wooly, a really, really great VOD, okay? Just obviously polish up what I've just said, but honestly, really, really nice VOD, Wooly. I really enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much to everyone on Twitch as well as on YouTube that have watched this. You guys can get your own VOD views. They have 5,000 channel points. I do them over Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!